Yeah, let's break down AEW Revolution, which we and Tony were at live. I'm guessing you watched it in a hotel room, right?
Yes, I didn't watch the buy-in though, so you got to tell me about it.
Okay. So yeah, we got into the arena and they had these bracelets. I think it showed pretty good on TV.
Those were awesome.
Yeah.
I was a big fan of that.
They looked good on TV.
That looked real good on TV. Yeah.
Yeah, so we sat down. There's bracelets, and they're like, so Justin Roberts. We thought they were going to be like cheer and boo bracelets at first, but they were a light up.
Stuff.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And but he's like, yeah. So whenever these light up, just point. So like all night we just pointed anytime they lit up. I didn't know exactly what we were supposed to point at, but
fair enough.
They didn't give any to the people off hard camera. By the way, the other side of the arena. So like when he
WWE did that too at Mania the other year.
Well, he announced it and he was looking at hard cam and like everyone in the hard cam just goes boo.
Yeah, they were pissed.
Why didn't they just give it to everybody? I guess I imagine the budget's kind of crazy for him, but like fucking go all in. Just have the whole arena.
I'm not sure.
It looked to me like most of the arena had it.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah, it was all the ones on camera, and then
just
the upper deck. I don't think got him either.
It sucks.
Yeah. I could have gave somebody. We had a couple under our seats. I kept seeing them like light
Did you?
up under
you
our
had
seats.
extras? Oh, you
and then I left mine at fucking the pizza place because I started drinking. I left that in the poster that we got. They were giving out posters.
Man.
They're gonna have Dark Order just have them flashing randomly.
Yeah.
Messages come up on them.
Oh, I was surprised we didn't get the Exalted one here. I thought they were going to do it on the pay-per-view, but we didn't get the Dark Order Exalted one either.
Well, this was like the buy-in too.
Yeah,
so
I figured they want to do it on the pre-show, but I thought something was going to happen later in the show. With
I thought they were going to be like, oh, he's coming tonight. Yeah, I thought that's what he was going to do, but they ended up not doing that, and they just went forward with it. So we got the AEW Dart, which saw Euchre, Soccer Zocker, and Riho. They teamed up against Britt Baker and Penelope Ford. And
they got darked.
Yeah, they got darked.
Hey, they got booked. Okay, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I was happy I got to see them live, so that was dope. You got her music right, and the match was good. They saw Britt Baker go over, so of course,
as you do.
Yeah.
With damn Kip Sabian coming in and reversing it.
Kip was interfering all up in here.
Sabian.
Yeah, this dude was spouting off J.K. Rollins shit, and I was like, dude, go on. Dude's crazy. Yeah, he was all up in this match, but it was good. It was actually a really good tag match, and Britt was not bad, at least from where we were sitting and everything. So I don't know how she comes across on TV, but it wasn't awful. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I can't tell you because I didn't see it.
Yeah, that was the Dart, and then we moved on.
That was taped for. I thought it was just actually
the Dart
for Tuesday. Yeah. That'll be on Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah, Yuka was Dart, and we move on to the buy-in part. You didn't see that either. That was the
I did not.
SCU versus Dark Order. Which was a good match.
Okay.
Dark Order is actually getting heat now, which is nice, other than what they were getting before, which was just complete silence.
Yeah, just silence. Yeah.
So they actually have stuff going for them now, which is really, really good.
Cool.
So, anyways, the Dark Order, they start going crazy, right? I mean, the end of these Dark Order matches, they have some crazy tag team moves. Just, I mean, like the fatality is super dope in itself, you know.
They've always been really creative with their moves. I mean, if you haven't seen they used to be the Super Smash Bros.
Whoa!
Yeah. Dropping
like Excalibur
did it, baby.
You're going crazy.
There's no kayfabe on these shows.
You can't say that. Nintendo will come after your ass.
They always have been an
PWG,
innovative tag
man.
team. Yeah,
they were dope.
like you should definitely. I mean, I was gonna say maybe you should go look at their stuff, but I'm sure you'll see it if they get more bookings.
I think you can go on High Spots though. I think they have PWG stuff from like 6
absolutely
months
from
or
back then.
farther,
Yeah, sure, yeah.
I was actually watching old PWG stuff recently because I was like looking up. I was like, damn, I miss El Generico a lot. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like,
every so often, I'm like, fuck, dude, this guy was like on the Indies. I don't know if I've ever seen a bad El Generico match.
Dude, he ruled.
Like,
he and I can't. And I was thinking about it too. I'm like, just really quick. Well, take a second from AEW. Sure. El Generico, if he were to come to WWE right now, they would have just let him keep El Generico, and he'd be the most over person in the company. Like
Probably.
he just rules. But they were like, no, take the hat off, get this cab driver thing, whatever. I'm sure that was partly him that wanted to do it too, but I mean, like, it's just like it definitely is not El Generico, and I miss it a lot. So I went back and I was watching like him versus Pac from like All-Star Weekend 5, which was so crazy. I mean, like that match just holds up.
Even back then, Pac was like way too fucking good. Like,
he was
and he was
incredible.
like much younger. That was like fucking over 10 years ago. Like, it's crazy.
And I went back and watched Generic. Well, like this is probably one of the best Generico matches ever. The Generico and Kenny match in DDT for the.
Oh yeah.
I think it was the open weight title, and like that was just. Oh, so good!
He's
like
so
the, I mean,
good,
the spots. I mean, this was 2012, and these spots were like so ahead of their own time. Like doing like struggle spots for Michinoku drivers. It was just like so ahead of its time.
I'd love to see. I mean, even if it's just Sammy, like seeing him actually doing stuff elsewhere. Like,
dude, I want him to. I just want Generico back.
I say that about so many people, dude. Like
but
I say it about so many people.
You can, but like
a
Generico is like a true pioneer in like
man.
like he changed everything. You know what I mean? Like he was like one of the first indie guys that really like people talk about Steen all the time.
Yeah.
People talk about Steen all the time. But like I think a lot of people that watch ROH or got into that around that time are like, you know, Steen was like the one in that group, but you have to understand how crucial Generico was to everybody. I'm talking about Chuck Taylor, Colt Cabana, Kenny Omega. I mean, he was a crucial part of all of this. You know what I mean? Like it's absolute insanity.
He was such a good babyface that like it was hard to not have a successful match with him.
Yeah, he kicked ass. He ruled. So I just want to get that out there real quick, just because I just brought
I'll
it
talk
up.
about El Generico every goddamn fucking minute
El
of my life.
Generico part.
Fucking ruled, dude.
Anytime I can. But anyways, so the match ends pretty quickly. It was just kind of like they kind of blind hit him and then rolled him up. So it was a really quick finish for the Dark Order, who picked up the win over SCU here. And then, so of course, you know, we get this clobbering going down because the minions pump the ring and all that shit.
Of course.
And you know, you got to have the Chicago pop. So Colt Cabana comes out and helps them with the beatdown and all. This is a lot of stuff going down. Yes, the crowd was kind of happy, I think, for this.
I feel like they should have started this Cabana theme like after the intro, because I feel like everyone waiting and they're like, "Oh, here's Colt." Like, if he would have just came out, I think it would have got a better reaction.
Yeah. So Colt comes out and helps, and then Cabana was just kind of, you know, doing his thing, doing the bionic elbow and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So since some random music starts playing, it's like, oh my god, he's gonna come out. The Exalted was here, and fucking Christopher Daniels comes out in the Higher Power outfit from the WWF. Awesome. If you guys didn't know, back in the day, like when they were doing the Higher Power gimmick with Vince and all them, Christopher Daniels was rumored to be.
He was one of the rumored guys.
The Higher Power. Has anyone ever like fact checked that? Was that like a real thing?
I'm pretty sure Daniels himself has said that.
He probably did on one of those.
I don't know if
videos.
he was talked to about it, but I think he like acknowledges that it was mentioned. I don't know if it was actually meant to be him or not, though. Like,
you could tell it was Daniels. He was walking like he walked when he put the thing over his head back in TNA. So you knew it was
Jake
Daniels.
Roberts was one of the names too that would come up with that too.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
that's the Higher Power thing.
Right.
Not
I was gonna say the Exhausted one.
No.
That wouldn't be bad. He's a good talker.
Should have been Curryman.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Or Relic.
Good stuff. Oh yeah, the killer.
Relic is the Exalted one spelled backwards.
Sucks. So Daniels ends up attacking the Dark Order or whatever, and then Colt Cabana celebrates with him. And Colt Cabana's now signed to AEW. I'm not sure. He's supposed to be a wrestler, a commentator, backstage. He's doing everything.
Yeah.
All the stuff. Colt said.
I mean, they all have ties with Pro Wrestling Tees. Cabana is pretty much the guy that like kickstarted all that Pro Wrestling Tees shit. So I feel like it was a matter of time before they got hooked up with him.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was the buy-in and Darked.
Cool.
Yeah, it was not bad, honestly. Then we move into the pay-per-view, and this was really weird. So we move into the pay-per-view with the first match, and they decide, and this pay-per-view is called The Revolution, and it's the first pay-per-view of the year. And I don't know, I maybe would have done Sammy and Darby Allin first, and then...
That's exactly what I thought, too.
Yeah, so they did...
That's the move.
Dustin Rhodes versus Jake Hager in the first match.
Can't let it go.
And maybe I missed something, but when did Hagar's wife become a part of this?
I don't know.
She was a crucial part to this match.
Why did they think that Dustin Rhodes forcing her to kiss him was going to be a good spot to do? Because that's kind of fucking weird.
Yeah, I tweeted actually when it happened. I'm like, did Dustin Dustin was like, I'm going to fuck your wife tonight.
Yeah, like, cool, man, just cuck me. Like, what's happening?
Very weird.
This match stunk, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
Let's get that out there. This match was not
boring.
like,
yeah, it was not a lot to it. It was Hager just
weird wife stuff. It was like a WWF Superstars match. Like
it truly was. It was like a main event match. Hager didn't do anything that Hager did.
He also looked blown up like a motherfucker too.
Yeah. Anything he did didn't look great. Then I don't
know if you saw it from where you guys were, but they did the fucking that box. Who was it? Tyson Fury, where the dude,
he licked him.
Licked Homeboy's ear. Yeah, they did. That was the big spot of the match.
It was so ham-fisted and just awful.
Yeah. It was weird.
Actually, I think Tyson Fury took that from Great Muta because you were talking him earlier. Actually, because
I think he took it from Luther. He goes,
I can't remember who Great Muta beat, or I can't remember who he faced. He faced somebody on TNA or whatever one time. And I remember he spit the mist in his face and he just got up in his ear and he goes, And I was like, damn, Muta going crazy over there. He's going crazy. I had to find that somewhere. Look up maybe Great Muta and Sonata. It was at the point when Sonata was like
that makes sense. Yeah, I think so, yeah.
It was right around that point. I don't remember who he faced. It was somebody. Anyways, so Hager ends up beating Dustin Rhodes when he puts an arm triangle on him. It's like a standing arm triangle.
Yeah. This is like the one of the stranger decisions to open the show with that. I was surprised that they would do that.
Then he walked out with his wife, like Miss Elizabeth.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, did they show that on TV when he walked out through the crowd?
Yeah, he walked out with her like Miss Elizabeth. It sucked.
Wait, I don't think I saw that. I may have also tried to forget that it happened.
I mean,
yeah, probably.
Hey, I mean, Dustin is. I still like Dustin Rhodes. Yeah, it's just like Hager had no heat. He just had none. No one cared. And it sucks because like they obviously wanted this match to go over. I think they tried. I think they tried to do the Canadian Destroyer and it turned into a Yoshi Tonic. Which sucked because Darby Allin's match is next, and one of his big spots is a Yoshi Tonic. And he does a
snap Yoshi Tonic. Yeah.
I was like, damn right, Dustin. I mean, you're like an old school, like, you know what I mean? I thought you'd be like,
he said, fuck you, kid. That's mine.
That's my move.
I feel like they did it in the Dark Order match too. I feel like there was a
Darby Allin's got to step his fucking foot down.
Who the fuck is writing these results on AEW's website? They spelled Darby Allin's name wrong.
No, it's Darby Tim Allen.
Fuck.
Darby the Tool Man Allen. That's my boy.
That's the worst Tim Allen impression, by the way. Ooh. Ooh. It's like one of those slide whistles. Ooh.
That's his new gimmick. Fuck his skateboard. He's an everyday man. He's a dad. This match ruled, though. This is what should have started the show.
Match fucked.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Sammy did the most. I don't know how it looked on TV, but to us, it looked like he just never stopped flipping. He just kept flipping.
It was like a 630 elbow drop. Like it was
insane.
He got so much airtime that he like had more rotation after.
He does his 630 so weird, like. He squats he's like squatting through the whole thing.
Oh yeah, he does.
It's so weird looking, but it's awesome.
Yeah.
And he fucking killed him with this thing on the floor. I didn't know what he was going for. I was like, okay, maybe 450, and he kept going.
Yeah, that was
crazy.
Correct. Imagine he didn't start yet. He didn't start. Yeah, because I heard the bell. I was like, oh my god, I forgot they ain't in the ring yet. And then they just gave it. I was like, damn, okay, cool. Like they just gave it to Darby. Like the match went pretty. Like after that big spot and everything, they had a pretty straightforward match, and Darby hit his shit and then beat him with a coffin drop. I was like,
yeah, the coffin drop as a finish is awesome.
I was like, that's exactly how they should have went. Like that, you could not have made this any better.
It made them both. It showed you what they both can do. It like got them both over.
Darby
ruled. It should have been the opener. I don't know why it wasn't.
That Spanish fly he did, like he almost slipped. I was like, oh my god, they're gonna die. That happened a few times.
That was so sketchy. Yeah, there was something else. Yeah, there was something else that
Chris Statlander and Nyla Rhodes were.
That
scared the hell out of me. I thought.
Well, she also like suplexed her and like almost killed her with it, right? Was
that
what it was?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
No, we'll do it again.
Yeah. Fuck it. Round 2.
But yeah, that match was super dope. Honestly, that was just a. I mean, they're gonna have mistakes like that early on here. But if
they made up for it. I mean, it was like it wasn't a gigantic botch where it's like they fucked it up. Like they rebound real quick. It was just a little.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the way they paced. The way they set up the beginning of the card, because it would have been perfect.
Yeah, I just feel like that's so.
For them to have this big crazy match, and then they could have had a cool down with. I think they just expected Hager and Rhodes to have more heat, and they just didn't. I think that's probably what happened.
Sure, that makes sense. Yeah. The wife stuff is.
The wife stuff was weird. I don't get it.
I don't.
That was definitely. I feel like that was definitely like a. I don't want to put any blame on anybody for who that was, but it's definitely an old school. Like that's an old school.
I was thinking
spot.
that's exactly what I was thinking. Maybe a Rhodes would want to do something like that.
That's an old school spot right there. So, anyways, after that match, we get we went straight into the tag team, didn't we? We went straight into Young Bucks and Kenny Omega and Hangman.
Hangman didn't have anything on his nameplate this time. It was just blank. He was the only one that had.
Oh, really? I didn't. Oh,
yeah. Like, no.
Someone
words,
told me that. Yeah, someone told me that.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. Yeah,
it meant to say the exalted one.
All business.
It meant to say the exalted one. The exalted one. Hangman. Yeah, but this match was a story and a half.
Even at the start, dude, the Bucks were like getting booed a bit. I was like, ooh,
oh yeah,
shit, okay.
In the arena, they were getting hella booed.
Oh yeah, I was screaming. I was like, anything they even did, if they even looked in the direction of anybody, like,
But as I was saying earlier, dude, the fact that Hangman is so fucking over is just a testament to how well they're handling him. Like, it's like organic. Like, he's getting over. The cowboy shit stuff is fucking over. Like, Rover, this shit's crazy.
Yeah, and this match was, I think, probably most people's favorite match of the night.
It's crazy how good this match was.
Yeah, this was. I don't think it could have gone any better than this.
No,
especially
what more
towards
could
the
they
end.
have done?
Especially towards the end, where Adam Page is like, "I'm gonna do the one winged angel." That was
so sick.
So good.
Yeah, that was dope.
And then like Matt Jackson getting heat on like Kenny by like taking off the tape and like stomping his arm, and then Nick going like, "What the fuck, bro?"
That was such that was such like a that was definitely inspired from the that was definitely inspired from the Ibushi thing. Like I could
absolutely
the Ibushi and Okada thing. But yeah, they told every bit they possibly could tell here, and they fucking beat the piss out of each other for like half an hour. It was
what was up with? Go on.
I was gonna say when they hit that 30-minute mark and they announced it over the thing, I was like, that was 30 minutes already.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like they just get it. What was up with Paige doing Marty's shit?
Oh yeah, I don't know. I saw he even did the gimmick.
He did the
before.
kick, the fake super kick gimmick, and then he did the chicken wing.
Yeah, I don't know. Red herring. They always throw some red herring shit in, and they do that a lot. They like a lot of this show is like red herring stuff. So I'm not.
This match was definitely like a big like not thank you, but like for everyone that was along for the ride for this story, like this was very rewarding because there was a lot of good stuff in this and a lot of teases for like the future too.
Yeah, I'm glad that this delivered because I don't feel like MJF and Cody did later on.
No, I don't think so either, which sucks because
we'll talk about that in a minute.
And maybe that's my fault because I feel like maybe I
was
put too much
sold.
stock in
I was
Cody.
sold for it. I was sold for it. We'll talk about it in a minute. But,
yeah, okay.
But this match was everything it could have possibly been. Hangman
and then,
looks like $1 million bucks. He so a lot of people coming out of this are like, at the end of the match, Hangman looked like he was about to buckshot lariat Kenny Omega.
I don't know if you guys could tell, but I mean, at least from how they were shooting it on TV, it looked like the Bucks were going to super kick Omega.
Yeah,
and then it looked like all three of them were going to super kick Hangman. And then it looked like Hangman was gonna buckshot Kenny. So there's a lot they fucking get it, dude. It's so nice that like have little stuff like that like it's all shit.
The
cool.
Yeah, and the thing here is like a lot of people are talking like Hangman will turn or this or that. I don't think Hangman turns, man. I don't think Hangman's the one that turns. I can't imagine them saying like, Hangman has never ever been this over ever. I don't know. I don't know what happens in the future. I don't know if he'll ever be this over again.
They could definitely afford to turn the Bucks and Kenny though.
The Bucks were built to be booed. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Who the fuck wants to cheer the Young Bucks? I want to boot.
Yeah.
I was screaming my lungs out. I don't give a fuck. Fuck these guys. Are you kidding me?
I mean, like you were saying, you were watching PWG. Like they're so much of that.
They're dickheads. They're complete dickheads.
Jerk-offs, and they're so fucking great at it too.
Yeah, if I'm AEW, I'm not turning Hangman. I'm running with Hangman as long as I can.
Yeah,
he's
not now.
Dude, Hangman, Darby, and Orange Cassidy are the guys. Like,
I'm not.
Don't touch them. Leave them alone. Yeah,
I'd rather turn every goddamn one of those dudes against Hangman. I'm not turning Hangman. I'd rather turn all three of those dudes. I don't care.
Turn Cody again. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't care. Whatever it takes to keep this dude not getting turned, that's what I'm here for.
I agree.
I don't want to boo Hangman. And if you turn him, I probably won't boo Hangman. He'll probably still.
Yeah, exactly. He will still be cheered.
He'll still be cheered.
He is right.
Yeah, so maybe think about that. But this was incredibly dope. Well, another one of those ones, like the Iron Man that we'll probably see at the end of the year. I just can't.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is gonna be. This has been a month for. I mean, like they've literally probably had 3 or 4 match of the year kind of shits that have just been.
Yeah.
And I mean, they had another one later tonight. The Orange Cassidy and Pac was. I would even put that on match of the year.
Fucking
that was
awesome.
incredibly dope.
Yeah.
But next we had the Statlander and Nyla Rose. Did they play the video package for you guys?
I
think they played the video package. Yeah,
they did.
Which was nice. Maybe they could have shown it last week, but
yeah, but it
is what it is.
At least they had one. For people that are tuning in for the pay-per-view, you know what I mean, like that might not be following.
By the way, probably half the arena got up and went to the concessions the second.
What did you think of this match? Because I don't really think I was into it.
Yeah, I wasn't super into it.
I was worried about that though, because I feel like I said this before, but I feel like Nyla has like a styles clash with people that are like more her size. Not to be JR here.
Well, also, no, you're right. I mean, you're right. And I just want to, for the record, because I've said this so much over the course of Riho's reign, just want to reiterate how good Riho is and how much she brings to the table in every.
Yes.
It doesn't matter who Riho goes against. They always look like $1 million.
Dude, Nyla looked so great when she won the title. Yeah. And here she didn't look bad here. I wouldn't say she looked bad.
No, this wasn't a bad match. They
didn't click.
Yeah, they didn't. And I just said, I want to make sure everyone understands, because people were shitting on Riho forever, how good Riho is and how much she brings to the table. And
that's entirely AEW's fault.
Yeah, it is not Riho's fault at all.
Like I was saying, they just didn't book her, and then I was like, well, where are they going to get the upside? And there was no upside after that, and then that made her look really bad. And I think people are coming around now, because I saw people on Twitter saying the same thing, James, like, oh yeah, Riho did actually make Nyla look really good.
Yeah.
Because Riho is
awesome.
Young as hell, but she is experienced as shit, and like she gets it, man. She's just incredibly good. I think AEW let her down in a lot of different ways, but I still think her reign was fun. I think she had a lot of good matches. The Nyla matches were awesome every time they faced. The triple threats and stuff were cool. And Statlander and Nyla Rose here was they tried a lot of shit.
I like the finish.
The issue that they're always going to have, man, is they haven't trained his audience to give a shit about women. And that's the truth. They didn't train his audience to give a shit, and like they don't give them any chances. Like if they mess up a spot, that's it. The match is fucking dead. Like call it, just because they're never gonna come back from it, and it's not fair to them. It's like it's bullshit. I mean, because like any other person on this card, like if they fuck up, they're like cool with it. But like the second one, Statlander, it slips or something, like that's it. The heat's gone and they'll never get it back. It's just like
and it was already an uphill battle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like I said, half the arena got up the second they knew it was the women. Like they didn't even announce it was. They like showed it on the screen, tail of the tape, and they just got up and left. And it's like, okay, well, that's not,
so much for that.
Yeah, so much for that. I mean, they had an uphill battle for the match even fucking started. But I think they had some dope spots, like this thing off the top, the brainbuster was dope, and the beast bomb was.
The beast bomb was awesome, especially like it looked like it was gonna go fucking horribly, and then Nyla was like, "Nope, you're fucking going." Took her. She's like, "You're going with me."
Yeah. And awesome. Statlander had a little alien playing on the Titantron.
Dude, that crazy. Fucking alien. What the fuck was that
alien
thing?
Ruled.
Yeah, that alien ruled.
What the fuck?
They have to make him do the default Fortnite dance. Tongue out and everything. Go crazy. You go crazy.
That was awesome.
Yeah, you play a little Uzi Vert, and then you got a little dude going crazy.
Speaking of good gear, I like Statlander's gear. I feel like I don't know if we talked about that earlier.
Yeah, we did. And it kicks ass. She rules. I mean, she just kicks ass all around. And like I said, it's Nyla Rose season, baby. So I mean, you can have a lot of fun. I think they're going to Hikaru Shida next, so we'll see how that.
I hope so.
Shida has, Statlander's only been wrestling 3 years, so like.
Yeah, she's still very new. Yeah.
She's
plenty of time.
Shida's been wrestling forever, so there's just a lot more to carry up, and then that one. So we'll see. Let's see what happens with Hikaru Shida. Big Swole, I think, would be up next, right? So that's probably what they're what they're looking at here is Shida and then Big Swole, and then work their way from there. So after that match, we had MJF and Wardlow against Cody, the big match.
Cody and his whole family and a band.
Everything you could possibly want.
Dude, I mean, This fucking music performance sounded like shit on TV.
Yeah, that's
I don't
crazy
know how
that people said that. I was
it
like,
wasn't that bad live.
Yeah, live. I was like, oh, this is like a
it did
mid
not
2000s
sound good
band
on TV. Like, I mean, not production wise. It just like I don't think it's like.
I thought his
well.
energy was. I thought the energy for the performance was good, and like
Yeah.
it didn't sound like shit. Then again, like they're always bad at audio mixing and production.
Right? Yeah.
And,
It just it sounded whiny and weird. I don't know.
Yeah, it sounded good in the
Didn't
arena.
work.
That's weird. I like it. Just sounded like a. I don't know, like a.
I'm jealous. I wish I wanted to like it. I thought it was
Yeah.
cool. I was like, oh shit, live, and it's like, oh shit, live.
Yeah, that's a bummer. That probably killed a lot of it.
And they were
didn't
like, sing these lyrics. You know the song. We're
And
like,
I gotta look at his tattoo. Like everything. was just
Yeah,
downhill
yeah,
from
we
his
didn't see that
entrance. And
tattoo.
MJF's got the worst like fucking fake tan going on. It was just bad business.
I feel like
already.
Tattoo was trending during this match.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough. The match also, I was confused throughout a lot of this.
Okay.
Maybe I read into this feud wrong, but they definitely probably shouldn't have had a wrestling match, and they had a wrestling match.
I definitely expected MJF to be more of a pussy in this.
He started
not,
off being
like-
a pussy, and then he was
Yeah,
just like,
and then like,
not.
and then he like, yeah. What did he get busted open on?
I don't know. I tried to figure it
Okay.
out. I don't know. Like,
I don't know either.
It just looked like he got busted open, or he gigged off something that I didn't see. I don't know.
And I, you know me. Listen, big blood mark.
Oh,
You'll
huge.
never hear me complaining about some blood.
Love the blood.
But it just didn't seem like it didn't. I don't know.
This
it
was
didn't
very
fit.
ham-fisted. All of this was
Yeah, it didn't
super
fit.
ham-fisted.
It was weird.
Which sucks because Cody's ham-fisting usually works.
Well, as we were saying, I feel like maybe I built this up more in my head. because
No,
of
they've been
how
doing this
well
for like
Cody's...
6 months, man. They've
Well,
been doing this
not
forever.
just the feud. I'm into the feud, but just Cody's matches in general. Like I feel like big match Cody. You know, he's been fucking kicking ass, and I don't know if this is Cody's fault or just a weird like booking, or maybe just MJF isn't there for this type of like big match. But
It's just the way they set it up, man. Cody wanted to have his fucking drawn out, match. If the match, honestly, the match shouldn't have gone long, and it shouldn't have been a fucking wrestling match. It should have just been like Cody just dragging this dude by his fucking neck up the ramp and fucking throwing him off the stage and stabbing him.
exactly.
And then all of a sudden,
he was
like
his toes bit. The
yeah,
fuck?
and then MJF, they're biting toes and slapping each other, and Brandy's
Yeah,
doing
like, what?
cross bodies. And I'm like, Arn Anderson's fighting. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man? Just like literally all you had to do in this match is let it go 10 minutes. Cody comes down to the ring. He beats the brakes off of MJF, and then
Yeah.
I don't know, MJF hits him in the head with a hammer or something.
It was gonna be a fuck finish regardless. Like we all knew that.
Yeah.
It's fine. MJF should have won, and Cody
Yeah.
can't challenge for the world title, so why the fuck should he win? And
Right.
it makes sense. But don't have a whole fucking wrestling match. It should have just been like, oh my
No.
god, he's fucking killing this dude. He's bleeding.
Well, it should have been what we got in the main event.
Yeah.
What Moxley and Jericho should have been this. But-
And it should have been that, but even less time than that. It should have. This should have been
yeah.
a quick one. It
didn't have to go, especially if they're gonna do another one. Like you don't need to do a long match.
A quick match here with MJF bleeding and then pissing all over Cody Rhodes at the end would have been.
I feel like the blood, like it just came out of nowhere and it didn't even mean anything, and that's crazy for me to say because I'm all about unnecessary violence.
Yeah. I mean, he used the okay. If they're gonna use the the diamond dozen ring
The
or
ring,
whatever,
yeah.
is that what it's called?
I think so. Just
It's
or
called
whatever.
The Diamondite.
Okay,
yeah,
so
that's what it's called.
if they're
Bunch
gonna
of
do
fucking
that,
rings.
if they're gonna do that for the finish, why the fuck did you have this whole wrestling match? That's what I'm saying. Is like why couldn't
Yeah.
Cody just? I mean, show me him just hard way MJF just hitting him in the head or whatever.
Yeah.
Like MJF can take one for the team, and then then he just uses the ring and beats him. Why did we have to go all of this? You know what I mean? It's just like, fuck,
Yeah.
dude, this sucked. And I was like, man, this is rough. I had a hard time. I was there live,
How do
and
you
this is the match where I started watching the TJPW tournament on my phone. And I was like, this is just.
How do you feel about Cody being allowed to just use the fucking belt without any
Oh,
repercussions?
I was fine with it. I was perfectly fine with it.
Okay.
Yeah, Paul Turner's an asshole.
He should have used it like 1,000 more times.
Yeah, Paul Turner's.
I mean, I
ridiculous.
like the spot. I just always think that stuff is kind of weird.
Well, he turned around.
Well,
I mean,
Hogan's-
I mean, that's what I saw at the arena. So he got the belt out, and then he looked at Paul Turner.
Well,
and
he
Paul
hit him
Turner
with it
said,
once, and then
Yeah.
Paul Turner let him do it. And
Yeah,
he let him do
sure.
it again.
Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, he know MJF's a complete shit monster, and Cody runs the company. I'll fire you, you stupid bitch. Whatever. I mean, no, I mean the story. I mean, like it was fine because of the way they presented it. So like he used the belt.
I also think thinking back at Hogan, he always used to use the belt in the match, and nobody
Hogan
cared.
does a lot of stuff that we don't approve of.
Yeah, I don't approve any of it.
But I'm just saying, in wrestling world, the belt is a thing that you can use.
Sure.
He brought it to the ring. So
I'm always back and forth just because, I mean, I know it's a part of the gear, but, like, does that mean anything you wear can be used as a weapon? Like, why didn't the fucking Road Warriors just use their spikes and kill people? That'd been sick.
Why not? That's their fault. That's their fault.
You know what? I'm with you there.
I should have asked. I should have asked when we were there.
They were there?
Yeah, they were hanging out.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
At the C2E2, they're hanging out.
C2E2. Not at AEW. But
they weren't sitting with you at AEW. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, actually, that's what it was. Yeah, but like I said, this was drawn out. Brandy had to get her spot in. I'm sure they
it was whatever.
Really loved that. And Wardlow came out of this looking the best to me. The spot with Wardlow, I don't know how he started on TV, but I love the spot where they threw the water in Wardlow's face and he just sat there and took it. And he was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he just stared at it. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah. And then Arn acting like he's going to do anything. This motherfucker. Arn should have took an F10.
I was upset. Why didn't you just F10 Brandy in the crowd? See
he was going. He teased it, right? And then Cody's like, oh, you better not.
Yeah, don't do that now, Wardlow. I can fire you. All right.
And then he booted fucking Arn.
Yeah, Arn actually took a rough spot on me. I was surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should have just changed this one up. They didn't come through on this one. I was sad. They built this up forever. They maybe sometimes like don't think of, sometimes you just have to think of wrestling as straightforward as humanly possible and not as a wrestling match. You know, like what would happen if they, you know, like if they hate each other and like Cody finally gets his chance to have them, like don't wrestle, like don't bite his toes.
Yeah.
Don't bite his toes. Just have your match and move on.
That shit was weird.
So anyways, next we get Pac versus Orange Cassidy, which this is Orange Cassidy's very first singles match in AEW. And I
love this entrance.
Dude, it ruled.
It's just fucking awesome.
Shitty pyro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was kick-ass, man. This was Orange Cassidy. This was like, everybody had seen Orange Cassidy, and they're like, I don't, you know, like it was a very big discourse between people. They're like, I don't get them, or they do get them. It's not a lot to get. I feel like you have to like try to not understand Orange Cassidy to not.
Yeah, like what is there to get really? He's a dude that doesn't care.
He's
and
apathetic.
When he cares, he can go.
Yeah,
like,
he's apathetic until he's not. It's a very easy gimmick to understand.
Yeah.
And it's like the epitome of wrestling. You know, you're beat up until you're not. So I mean, like, you know, it's like literally wrestling. And I think this match was fantastic. I think this was right.
It was awesome.
A lot of people probably wouldn't put it in the same sentence, but I definitely would put it in the same sentence as the tag team match. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I mean, they're both fucking great. I can't say enough good things about Pac. He's fucking just like world class.
God, imagine if they let him walk away at the beginning when they. Oh my God, dude, that'd suck.
What a fucking waste that would have been.
All the amount of people I saw there, like, just fucking get rid of him. Oh man, if they just fucking got rid of this guy, you're fucking lost.
Dude, the spot where he was going to the top and Orange Cassidy like was rolling slowly.
He broke character. Did they show that on TV when he broke character?
Yeah,
I couldn't believe that.
I don't think he broke character. I think people. I think like Excalibur was saying he was smiling, but I think he was wincing.
No, he was laughing.
He was laughing at him.
I don't think he was.
He was smiling.
No, he was laughing. He was dead.
I don't think he was.
Laughing.
If you look, I'll send you the clip of it, but I don't think he was. He was wincing.
He's got a cute ass wince. He's got a cute old wince then.
He is a cute man. So
dude, he is. He's really
being there live. Being there live, Orange Cassidy was the loudest.
I was gonna say, how over is he?
It was nuts.
He's the most over.
It was nuts.
That's awesome.
They literally had the best match they possibly could. Pac is probably one of the best wrestlers in the world. I can't.
How do you argue it? Like, he can do everything, and he sells like a motherfucker. He's everything Orange Cassidy did that was like actually like on offense, like not the the silly kicks or whatever.
Yeah.
Like he made everything
Superman
Cassidy
punch.
Look like fucking death. He died on everything.
The Superman punch was dope. The fucking
it was sick.
Yeah, that popped huge. The Pac's Liger bomb is like watching someone die in real time. It's insanity.
It's nasty.
I mean, he just drops them right on their neck.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, and it's like that one. Like, he doesn't do a lot of spots, and like but the spots he does are like nuts. You know, like the Liger bomb, the superplex, the Black Arrow.
Right.
I mean, like Orange Cassidy was the big story of this match, and like he delivered in every facet that he possibly could. But like Pac was the shit. Like you can't watch this guy and not walk away like it's like he's wrestling on easy mode or something. Like this dude's like every motion,
he doesn't have to try. He's just a fucking star, and he's great.
Yeah, it's nuts. I mean, just watching this guy like. He just like, I'm going to do Black Arrow. So he goes to the top rope and does a Black Arrow. It's like he doesn't hesitate. Yeah, it's just like, all right, then. Yeah, Liger Bomb. Bam. All right, okay, well, perfect. It's crazy. Orange Cassidy's big spot, his big shine, his babyface comeback. he shook the ropes and everything, and the crowd was getting crazy.
He's fired the fuck up,
Yeah, he
dude.
was ready to go. But I think they had the right finish. Like I said, I probably wouldn't have had the Lucha Bros. I understand they wanted to start Lucha Bros and Best Friends.
Sure.
They wanted to get that going.
It felt kind of forced.
Yeah, absolutely. Orange Cassidy could have just lost. Like he could have just lost.
Right, exactly. But I mean, it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, protecting him's not bad, but he could have just lost. What I wanted, I talked about it in my Discord before this happened. What I wanted was, so at the end he grabs the brutalizer on him. And then like the ref goes to raise his hand, and like he raises his hand, and he on the second, on like right as he's going down.
Do you like the thumb?
Yeah, the thumb as he's going down.
That would have been sick.
Yeah, and that should have been the finish.
That would have got such a fucking big reaction.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome.
That's what I would have done.
There's always time for a rematch. He did get fucked.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. They could do it again. I would definitely do that
save
spot. Yeah. Hey, if you're listening, hey, Cassidy, take it, baby.
They listen.
Yeah, take it. Please do that. That spot kicks ass. But this, like I said, this match was everything that you could have wanted it to be. It was right up there with the tag match. Blow away. There was a lot of good shit on this card, to be honest.
Yeah, dude, it was a great show.
Yeah, really good show. So we after that,
event, baby.
Yeah, we move on to the AEW World Championship. We had Jon Moxley facing off against Chris Jericho.
Just two fucking like great entrances, dude.
They were.
I was fired up for this match. Like Moxley coming out just fucking fuming. This dude's ready to go. He's all fired the fuck up. He's crazy. And then Jericho's got the choir, which was awesome, and then his regular entrance, and he's just looking like a crazy person. The pyro. So going into this, I was like, damn, I don't know who I want to win this, because Moxley's like so over. He's undefeated.
He's
why
really
beat him? There's no, I don't think other than, but then Jericho comes out and I'm like, fuck, dude, Jericho rules.
Yeah.
Like this dude's so fucking great.
Yeah, he kicks ass.
His whole presentation, like he feels like a star. He's got this fucking gang with him. Like he's got a choir. He's a bunch of fucking people. Like it's just like awesome. He's just everything is great about Jericho. But I absolutely think it was the right move. Moxley getting the win.
I was so happy they did this because
it was right. It was the right time. They didn't. I feel like if they waited any longer, it wouldn't have worked as well.
They just fucking went for it. Like I was like, this rules. Like people wanted Jon Moxley to be champion. He's fucking red hot. Sure, go for it.
Yeah,
definitely the right call, man. And Moxley's entrance live is like one of the dopest fucking things in the world. By the way,
it's cool.
Just because his entrance music kicks ass. His entrance music rules, and like him, just seeing him fucking just going crazy it's awesome. He's awesome. He's such a stark difference from fucking Dean Ambrose, and
it's so crazy, dude. Like a year ago, he was getting beat up by Elias on TV.
Yeah, he was having a feud with Nia Jax and shit. Like I don't even know what was going on.
It's like you think about him and Pac, and I'm like, how did WWE let these guys go?
Good. Let everyone go.
Actually,
let them all go.
Let Sami Zayn go too.
Let everyone go. Let Cesaro go.
Yeah.
Let Oni go.
Free all my homies that died. God damn it.
We were talking about this though, but they gave like Moxley like the greatest send off ever. He's like, yeah, thanks for your time. Go on and do great things. I'm like, what the fuck? How did that happen?
Probably said, yeah, I'll go gamble or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go sit at home for a bit. Yeah. Renee's got the money.
Jeez, get played forehead. Yeah, but this match is just a brawl, man, and that's like all.
This is what I wanted. I'm glad this was like I said earlier. I wish this is what Cody and MJF was. This was a fucking just fight, just two dudes fucking fighting.
Did you? I know you didn't see this, but before there was a promo for Mox and Jericho that me and Tony watched in the hotel room.
I think they played it on the pay-per-view.
Oh, did they? Did they play the promo where he talked about Randy Couture?
Yeah, I think so. Cause they mentioned Randy Couture on commentary.
Did Jericho say Randy Couture with his stupid bald head?
I feel like I don't remember that.
That might have been on the buy-in. Then they showed it at one point.
I don't know if I remember that.
Yeah, that promo kicked ass. It was just Jericho roasting everybody. It was like awesome. Amber or Moxley was like he was talking about his training. He's like, yeah, I had this trainer like Gil. What did he say? Like Gilbert or something. Yeah, Gil Melendez or something. He's like, yeah, I'm in the best shape of my life, baby. I'm looking good. And it cut to Jericho. He's like, Gil Melendez needs to mind his own fucking business. Gil Melendez needs to leave us alone.
Dude, Jericho is so fucking good, dude.
And, yeah, it's like Moxley's like, yeah, I was training with Randy Couture. You know, I learned how to reverse the lion tamer or whatever. And he's like, I'm pretty sure I beat up Randy Couture drunk one night at the Palms with his stupid bald head.
He did say that. That was the best thing ever.
Hilarious.
Jericho is incredible, dude. And this match was fun. It was just they were just dragging him around, beating each other up. The big spot where
inner circle shenanigans.
The big spot where Moxley took the eye patch off. He's like, I can see.
That was sick.
Yeah, that was hilarious. And that that's a big that's like thank you for watching our TV show spot.
That's what I'm saying. Like the Bucks match is just rewarding. Like there's nothing that just like happens just cause like you get rewarded for being patient with these stories. It's good.
Yeah, it's super dope.
Dude, how big was the pop for Aubrey Edwards doing the wind up?
Oh, it's huge. It was massive.
It was fucking so awesome.
It was out of control. It was insane. The pop when Mox pinned him too was absolutely incredible. Yeah. The roof just blew off that place.
So were they selling those Moxley title shirts after,
I was there.
Or what?
Yes, they sold them as you were leaving.
I swear I saw them at the thing.
I think they
put
them out.
I
think they put them out as the match started, and then you could go.
Because you had I think they had the back of it where it just said I was there, and it had the thing, so they didn't show the front of it, so you could just see. You know what I mean? And then they and then they started putting them out.
Yeah. Moxley's post match promo was good too.
They showed the part where he said, "God damn it, I love this shit."
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Oh, they showed that. Okay.
They showed the whole promo. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that was off air or not.
When he was he stopped, and then he was like just breathing, and then they played his music. He was like, "Hey, what the fuck?" They showed that on pay-per-view too.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Yeah, this is fun, man. This is a fun product to follow. It's
yeah, dude.
It's dope.
Like, just sweet.
Yeah. John Moxley being the AEW champion was definitely the right move. Fuck, they're gonna go into Pac.
Oh my god, dude.
That's gonna be
I'm
fun.
excited for Dynamite, dude. Like,
yeah, because they already have they were following the boat. You know that didn't count because the winds, the knots were going crazy. You know, pushing Pac off the top rope, couldn't do his moves. Yeah, that didn't count. I can't wait for him to say that. The damn knots on the boat were pushing me. I couldn't.